Okay, juniors, we're back for part 2. This time we are going to explore the cost of using paneling. Depending on how old or new your house is, you may or may not have paneling. Paneling is a very thin piece of wood that you put on the wall for decoration. Right now, often there is a white paneling that people put on called wainscot, depending on how you pronounce it. That's often in kitchens and bathrooms. In houses that were maybe built in the 70s and 80s, they will have like a wood looking, it actually looks like wood paneling on the walls. So probably you have seen it, if not at your own house, maybe at a grandparent's house. So it says that they are 48 by 96 inches. However, later on the next page, he tells you that 48 by 96 inches is 4 feet by 8 feet. And since we have done everything else in square footage, we're going to use the 4 by 8 instead of the 48 by 96. And it says, do not subtract anything for doors or windows. These will be cut out to make from a full sheet. So we need to figure out how much paneling do we need. That is step 1. So if I know that 4 foot by 8 foot, that is each sheet of paneling is 32 square feet. So we're going to come down here. We know that one panel is 32 square feet. And that's going to be how many panels do I need for, and remember, you know your square footage. My square footage is right here, 551.25 square feet. So we're going to cross multiply, get 32x equals your square footage. Divide by 32, divide by 32. And I need, let's see, how many panels do I need? I'm sure it's a strange number. 551.25 divided by 32. I need 17.23 panels, which of course is not an option. So I need 18 panels. Okay, so we know that. We also know that paneling is $18.75 per panel. So come down here. I need 18 pieces of paneling. 18 times 18. Did I say 97? I think so. 1897. Let's go check before we actually crunch those numbers. Yep, 1897. Okay, so 18 times 1897. That's going to cost me $341.46 for the paneling. Then we'll head back up here and we'll look at part B. So part A is done, and we've actually used letter C. So let's look at letter B. It says, with the paneling, you need to use crown molding to trim the top of the walls where the ceiling and paneling come together. You will also need blocks for each corner. So obviously, because our room is a rectangle, we're going to need 4 corner blocks. It says each piece of crown molding, so B and D go together here. Each piece of crown molding is 8 feet long. Okay. And costs $9.57. Corner blocks are $6.74 a piece. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is figure out how much crown molding we need. And it tells you that crown molding will go where the paneling and the ceiling come together. So we need the perimeter of the ceiling, or the perimeter of the floor, or the perimeter of your room, however you want to look at it, which remember we calculated earlier where we added my 2 16-foot length walls when we were talking about linear feet up here, and my 2 20 feet 9-inch walls. So my perimeter is 73.5 feet. That's a number we used up in part 1. It's a number you should have from your calculations on part 1. So I have 73.5 feet, and each piece of crown molding is 8 feet in length. So we're going to divide that by 8 feet to see how many pieces of crown molding I need. Divide that by, hold on a second. Sorry, 73.5 divided by 8. So I need 9.1875 pieces. That's not possible. So I need 10 pieces of crown molding at $9.57 a piece. Scroll on down. Crown molding. I need 10 pieces. I need 10 pieces at $9.57 each. So that's going to cost me $95.70. Okay, well, let's come back up and check out what's next. We took care of letter B. We took care of letter D. Corner blocks are 674. Obviously, you have 4 corners. So 4 times 674. We should all have 4 corners because we're pretending our room is a rectangle. 674 times 4. So for everyone, corner blocks should cost you $26.96. And that should be good for everybody. So that is a universal answer right there. Corner blocks, $26.96. It says also there's a trim piece that goes between each sheet of paneling. Each piece of trim is $3.96. Remember, I had 18 pieces of paneling. And so what happens is you put your piece of paneling in, you put another piece of paneling in, however many you need, and then between each piece, there's a trim that goes here. So all the way around, so I'm gonna need 18 pieces of that trim. So I'm going to take 18 times $3.96 times $3.96. Sorry for my kids in the background. They're eating lunch and are a little noisy. It's going to cost me $71.28 for the trim pieces in between. And then it has my installation cost, and that is per sheet and per piece. So we'll come back to those. Let's scroll down to our chart and put those numbers in here. Cost of corner blocks. Well, we have 4 corner blocks at $3.90. Gosh, I don't remember now what I said. $3.96. Nope, I lied. Sorry, $6.74. I've got the wrong number in there. Excuse me, you need to stop. Sorry about that. 4 corner blocks at $6.74 is $26.96. And then we also have the trim, which is not listed on here. Oh, paneling trim, sorry. Yes, it is. I need 18 pieces, and 18 pieces at $3.96 is $71.28. Okay, installation of paneling. Let's go back and get our numbers here. Installation is $10 per sheet. Crown molding is $12 per sheet. So we're going to come back down here. We have installation of paneling. I've got 18 pieces, and it's $10 per sheet. So that's $180. Crown molding, I have 10 pieces of crown molding, and they are $12 a piece, so that is $120. Total cost, we are going to take all of these numbers and add them up. So make sure you put them in the calculator correctly. So 341.46 plus 71.28 plus 95.70 plus 26.96, and remember that's true for everybody. Oh geez, hold on, I just messed up my whole calculator. So 341.46 plus 71.28 plus 95.70 plus 26.96 plus $180 to install it, plus $120 to install the crown molding. And total, this is going to cost me quite a bit of money. It's going to cost $835.40. So these are the numbers that I would take with my parents to do a cost comparison. That's the end of part 2. We will be looking at assignment 12 later this week.